pretty intense game. I mean, they play a lot, obviously. Bayonetta's still a rough matchup for Sonic. Fox, on the other hand, pretty close to even, I would say. I think Fox has a lot of tools to make Sonic's life hard. Specifically, how easily he juggles Sonic. Sonic does have issues landing, and usually he gets away, especially on a stage like Battlefield, using his speed. But versus Fox, this is not a thing. Fox super fast, super maneuverable, can get there and be on top of it, on top of that landing within no time.
Yeah, Fox is definitely a character that can really effectively keep up with Sonic, just not allowing him to return to neutral if he's able to find that opening.
And he does need to rack up a little bit of percent before those vortex and advantage situations start happening. Because right now, even if he does hit Sonic, it's not going to blow him too far away, and there's not much of an advantage state that's going to be utilized after. But already, see some combos, some up tilts. Look at that, Skarfelt just all over Ixis.
Oh, excellent down tilt right there, getting with low angle to maintain that advantage.
Ooh!
Almost getting the second hit, but Ixis falling out.
SDI by Ixis, right?
Skarfelt with that up smash, trying to read the neutral tech, but Ixis didn't give it to him right there. Almost chases him down.
Ixis so very happy to go back to the ledge, try to make it out from there rather than try to land and contest Sonic vertically. And look at that Skarfelt, just keeping the pressure on. And like I mentioned, on those higher percents, you get hit once you're off stage, you get hit once you're in the air, and now you have to get back to neutral. And Skarfelt's one objective is to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, 162 pretty much, just a lot of that was tacked on whilst Ixis was stuck at the ledge.
Yep.
Fox's ledge coverage being so good, and Skarfelt just opted for all the right options, but now it is Ixis' turn.
And we do know that Fox has a poor offstage game. However, Skarfelt, I would say out of all the Foxes I've personally played, he's one of the best, if not the best, at mixing up his offstage game, throwing in those up Bs at just the right moment, using his double jump and shine as well to mix up his side B timing. It's very well done. And yeah, we can see the results of all the work that Skarfelt has put into compensating for his offstage advantage that Fox does provide.
Oh my goodness! Wow, immediately!
Whoa!
But excellent use of the homing attack by Ixis, really inventive.
And the tactful!
That was just such an insane sequence. The fact that Skarfelt was able to even recognize that was a fair to footstool opportunity.
And the answers by Ixis, he's not letting Skarfelt steal anything. You gotta work for it, is what Ixis is saying. And just like that, he evens up the game pretty much from the depths of hell, clawing his way back up.
Yeah, measly 20%. Very easy for Sonic to make that up, as he has done already.
Look at that. Skarfelt breaking the zone with a very bold dash attack, showing Ixis that spin dash is not going to be that one button neutral win that Sonic gets versus a lot of characters. So much pressure by Skarfelt, but Ixis replying, being a lot more free form than Sonic's often are. Going for those dash grabs rather than relying on the spin dash.
Yeah, that's definitely a staple part of Ixis' gameplay, just how flexible he is with how he moves and the sort of options that he goes for in neutral. Very creative with the use of his character. The same could be said about Skarfelt as well. He's incredibly good at just kind of optimizing various sorts of situations with Fox. Alright, so it seems that Skarfelt is having a little bit of trouble recognizing those situations where Ixis isn't going for high charge spin dashes. So he's getting away with stopping on his shield.
Ooh. Oh, he's
still alive!
Okay, so Battlefield working out for Fox right there. And I know both of these players really enjoy the stage. Ixis, primarily because the platforms allow him to press more buttons and then use the platforms to compensate for the relatively poor situation that a failed spin dash, for example, would put him in.
Meanwhile, of course, it shouldn't come to much surprise as to why Fox would want to come to Battlefield. Those platforms are so good at augmenting his juggles.
Ooh, up throw, that gonna be it, and that is gonna round out game one. Ixis, so well done, getting back all the momentum on that second stock especially.
That was really close, you know. Skarfelt was doing a good job surviving those seemingly killing up airs.
Yep.
And he was definitely in a situation where he could have taken the stock from Ixis, but Ixis holding his ground and seeing it right through the end.
What I really saw between stock 1 and 2 was in stock 1, he racked up the early percents, and then afterwards, as soon as he got a hit, he was on top of it constantly. His second stock was pretty much all chip, all straight hits, and not having the luxury of any momentum, it just really came back to bite him. However, he does feel confident in the stage pick, and he is going to go back to the battlefield. Let's see how he does.
Already just flying around the stage, trying to immediately try to cheese him with the footstool.
And that sequence, immediate tag by Skarfelt, recognizing what he had to do, and Ixis immediately punishing that very tag. Very well done by both players. And
excellent kind of walk forward so that he can get that up tilt.
Yep.
Now he's in a position where he can try to maintain advantage, but resets back to neutral.
And that is battlefield being very, very convenient for Ixis. And this is the percent where if Skarfelt does get that hit, it might mean a world of hurt for Ixis. Look at that dash attack up air. And Ixis using that platform to get a spin dash away from Skarfelt. But Skarfelt still putting on the pressure. He just keeps it up and damn, just reaches a little bit too far. And Ixis immediately there with the reversal.
Ooh, very, very close on that forward smash.
That. I like how Skarfelt doesn't let Ixis breathe whatsoever. No time to charge spin dash. Just
smash. Oh no, a little bit too late.
And that is one of those things that Sonics can mix up. That up B, holding down to shoot through the ledge, and then being able to get an aerial out before they land. Very strong mix up, if only when you throw it out randomly to make your opponent respect it.
It's all about creating those layers of conditioning.
Yep.
Alright, I'm really liking how Skarfelt is playing the disadvantage after he gets hit by the spin dash. He knows that Ixis really wants to go for those air dodge reads, and he's timing his options in that disadvantage really, really effectively.
What I've also been noticing about Skarfelt this game is that even if he does whiff a move, he's not getting spin. Okay, he's not getting spin dash for it often. And that is a really good thing, because when you are playing versus Sonic, whiffs are your worst enemy.
Yes, absolutely. You can whiff a move from across the stage and that character can still punish you.
With a 30% combo. Oh, look at that spin dash, back and forth, 2 hits. A lot of damage there for Ixis, immediately making the comeback, even though he did drop the first stock. Ooh. And look at that. Skarfelt falling apart here. Interesting mix up, and Ixis once again with the spin dash. Skarfelt barely whiffing that up air.
Wow, forward air flinging him into the sky. Definitely not what Skarfelt wanted there, I don't think. Skarfelt seemingly slowing the pace of the game down. He knows that he doesn't want to overcommit too hard, and instead opting to pressure Ixis when he goes to the platforms.
To be fair, at this point we do have a kill deficit, and just like that, he pulls the trigger with the up smash and ends Ixis' stock. That's exactly what I was about to get into. If you're Ixis in this scenario, you're going to be scared of a kill. However, Skarfelt, it's still pretty solid. There are a few kill moves that Sonic can throw out, that back air and forward smash. However, playing around those is not too limiting of a playstyle for Fox. Meanwhile, Ixis does have to play around a lot of kill options and setups that Fox can throw out.
Yeah, of course, those neutral air confirms, the down air confirm, the raw back air, raw up smashes we saw there. And
the ledge trapping as well.
Yeah, exactly. And we saw that up smash come out after quite a slow sequence from Skarfelt. Really kind of toyed with the pace of the game at the end right there, which is exceptional considering that he was at a deficit in that final stock.
For sure, and once he did get that one bout of momentum, even up the percents, and then he recognized, I am the one who has the pressure now. My opponent has to fear my kill options, and he leveraged that pressure into that game 2 win. And getting into game 3, we're already seeing a very, very high-paced start to this match. Fast-paced.
Yeah. pretty much what we've been seeing with the previous 2 games as well. Unsurprising considering the 2 players that we have on stage at the moment.
True. Nice left trap right there, gets the grab on the normal get up. Retreats and a little bit of a iffy dash attack, but
these two
making
just
the most out of it.
exchanging blows back and forth, flying across the stage. Definitely a very fast-paced neutral into the neutral air. Very nice option right there. The up air probably wouldn't have taken the stock, so neutral air, an optimal choice.
Very, very nice presence of mind by Ixis. Shows how much of a character specialist he is. Skarfelt struggling to get his feet back on the ground. Gets that nice illusion, pardon me. True comboing into the up air and getting some pressure going. Ixis still feels like he's compensating for that one up air that he caught. And
oh, the miss input with the side B coming out again from Ixis. He is, of course, prone to that every now and then.
He is a very technical player. Likes to press a lot of buttons with Sonic because, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if Optimal Sonic does press a lot of safe buttons. And I think Ixis is the type of player to try to make that a reality.
Yes.
However, there is the human error, and just like that, the game is back to even. Skarfelt leveraging the tiniest of mistakes to the fullest extent, and like I've mentioned before, at these mid percents, that one hit might get him a lot of reward.
Catching the ledge grab. Very nice recovery once again.
That shine.
Allowing him to stall past that forward smash.
Exactly. Fair drop, but gets the final hit. No fast fall by Skarfelt. See how he punishes forward air and gets a dash attack 2 up air. A lot of pressure. Tries to pull the trigger on the up smash, no cigar, and the forward tilt immediately shoving Ixis back into disadvantage.
Ooh, late hit of the forward smash. Definitely a terrifying situation, both at the ledge and at the mercy of the plethora of kill moves that Fox has in his arsenal.
That was interesting, actually. The maneuver that Ixis threw out there actually allowed him to land back on stage and re-grab the ledge with invincibility. No, Skarfelt definitely didn't bite there, but that was definitely a scary situation for both his players.
But now, tables are turning.
Nice recovery, and he held down to get on the platform, avoiding the ledge trap entirely. Such presence of mind by Skarfelt.
Yeah, that was such a smart play, and if Ixis had overcommitted to trying to proactively ledge trap Skarfelt right there, he would have got clipped by that up B and probably lost his stock too.
Very meaty hitbox out of pretty much nowhere. Up air.
Getting that chip damage with the lasers, unstaling his powerful moves.
Once again, Ixis with the overshooting up B. Didn't work out this time, however, that is one factor for Skarfelt to consider.
Scooped up from the ground level. Almost gets it again.
And it's so hard to press buttons when you know Sonic is willing to dash up air. It's such a big and pretty much a lasting hitbox as well with all that speed behind it. Can catch a lot of buttons.
Skarfelt having a little bit of a hard time getting that kill, almost killing with the dash attack of all moves. And finally catching the landing with the up air.
Very, very well done by Skarfelt, reversing the momentum of the set as well. After losing that first game, taking 2 in a row, both on Battlefield as well. So even though Ixis felt pretty confident going to Battlefield thrice, right now he's forced to reconsider the stage choice.
I know that Ixis does still love his triplat. Still going back to Battlefield, I thought potentially maybe a Dreamland switch. We do know that Sonic, particularly on that stage, is able to get away with some cheese on that top platform.
For sure, but on the other hand, there is a Fox on the other side of the corner, and those up air strings are deadly, especially on Dreamland with that lower ceiling. I already see a few adjustments from Ixis. I think you see a lot more releases on the spin dash. Just like that. And that's 50% plus already on Skarfelt. Another spin dash release, 2 in a row actually. And that up air, just no buttons allowed in the corner. And Fox is already looking at these percents where he can get pushed off stage very easily, just like that. And the Gimp might be lethal, untechable spin dash. No down tilt though.
Right, finally, Skarfelt manages to find his footing back on stage. Doesn't really get too much from it though. Good DI in from Ixis to avoid that up tilt as well.
Ooh, that was a very slow spin dash. Very unexpected. And Skarfelt at this point, he really needs to get that first hit going, or else this game is going to slip out of his control. Being behind versus Sonic is the worst look.
Absolutely. Definitely. Sonic with the lead is definitely one of the hardest characters in the game to deal with.
Skarfelt already getting a few good hits in. Look at that. Just like that, 71% on Ixis. And he has yet to make the kill happen. Fox, on the other hand, already looking to end this stock.
Yeah, Max Rage Fox is a terrifying beast with a poorly spaced nair.
Like that. Gonna wait out the spring, very smart. Once again, the early spin dash releases. Second one not really working out for Ixis. And I really enjoy these move choices by Skarfelt. The lasers when they're safe, unstill his moves. The down tilt to confirm into up air, even at these percents. Very, very nice presence of mind once again by Skarfelt.
Yeah, however, the down tilt being a launcher, and of course, if you're able to anticipate the jump, it's a really, really good option.
Yep, for sure. However, just like the start of this game, it's kind of slipping out of Skarfelt's control. Using that forward air in his recovery to get extra jump height. The helicopter kicks are not for show.
Skarfelt really needs to just find this kill.
Oh, the up air drop zone, just like that.
What a nutty up air, and I know that Skarfelt will not be afraid to look for that. That fair foot to confirm.
Oh no, that is definitely in his arsenal, and Ixis very wise.
Oh, the jump's gone. Ooh, wasn't able to maintain that vortex.
Nice mashing by Skarfelt, only getting 2 pummels at 120. Skarfelt definitely hungry to bring this back. He's not giving up yet.
Definitely not.
Ooh, nice trap.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a massive amount of damage coming out from Skarfelt. He's really closing this gap spectacularly, but overcommitting with that up smash.
He was smelling blood, but it just wasn't there. It wasn't quite there. Ixis, very, very well done, holding back on the jump. He's just going back to the ledge, even though we've seen Skarfelt do so much whenever Ixis hits the ledge. He is still very disciplined, retreats to the ledge, and he... You know, it pays off for him in that situation. Very, very well done by Ixis.
Yeah, Ixis is just aware of all the options he has from the ledge, and he's willing to stay there if he knows that there's something that he can mix up. There's something that he can do to get back into center stage and reset neutral.
Yep. Ooh, auto cancel up air. Very, very well done. Not able to grab that by Skarfelt. And it's really hard to recognize those situations in which that up air is properly auto cancelled and plus unblocked. And when it's not. And if you let Sonic get away with landing when he's not supposed to, that is when the game starts slipping away from you. So let's see if Skarfelt can keep pressuring Sonic's disadvantage state.
All these aggressive options coming out from Ixis. He is not sitting down when he's in those juggle situations.
Ooh. Skarfelt, on the other hand, just linking together 3 moves, and that 16% up air especially is just going to turn the tides of the match entirely. Nice little delay with the spin dash, getting past the up tilt, and once again that setup working out for Ixis. Very, very well done, using that invincibility to get past the up B hitbox, true comboing it into a back air. It was off stage as well, so close to the BlastZone, meaning that Fox is just gonna die, lose that stock very, very early for Sonic standards.
Yeah, that definitely seemed like something that was practiced by Ixis. You know, he does, of course, he is, of course, good friends with Cloud Rain Zero, another Fox from the UK. So he's got plenty of experience when it comes to this matchup.
However, last time was a very similar... up pro up air. Okay, up pro forward air. Last time was a very similar situation for Skarfelt, and he did bring it all the way back to the last hit. So I'm really curious to see what is going to be that trigger for him this game if he wants to make this comeback happen. And that up air is definitely step 1.
That was a start of something. I like the air dodge from Ixis, anticipating an aggressive play from Skarfelt. Likely a miss input on that up smash, probably a jump, ended up being a jump cancel 1.
Ooh, barely avoiding the back air. Skarfelt definitely throwing out a lot of hitboxes here, which, to be fair,
These
so
sprays.
is Ixis. So is Ixis, and when both of these characters throw out a lot of hitboxes, Fox is often the one to get the better end of the deal, and look at that!
Oh my gosh! Flipping him at the top of the screen!
Making it happen with all the up airs, just like I was saying, he needs that one trigger to make it all the way back into the game, and he even closed it out victorious over Ixis.
What a fantastic endgame play by Skarfelt. You know, he remained composed the entire time in that game. Even at that big deficit, he was able to find his punishes and get that huge game-ending confirmed.
And the thing that is most impressive to me is that he wasn't even fishing for it. He found it.
Yep.
And keeping your patience and knowing for all of the stray hits you can get, the most optimal conversions, that really goes to show how much time and effort Scar